First of all, the main purpose of me making these videos is to denounce publicly the horrendous crimes I have witnessed, especially during the 4 previous years, against veterans by the former administration, not only against veterans with honorable service, but against senior citizens over 60 years of age. A brief introduction about me. I volunteered during the Vietnam War. Back in those days, it was rare for anybody to volunteer for the Vietnam War. Most people got drafted. So I'm trying to be as clear and to the point as possible. To make a long story short, after receiving my certificate of honorable service during the Vietnam War, I had to take a lot of pain medications, drugs. The doctors call it medication, but what they really are, toxic drugs. Anyway, most of you know side effects of drugs. It's slowly, what they do, they slowly poison the liver, the kidneys. And anyway, after a few years of taking drug pains, or drugs for pains, I did research and find out that when you do that, you're really poisoning yourself. So anyway, I stopped now. I try to stay away from all doctors, all drugs and everything, and deal with my health problems the best way I know how. So I just would like to share my story, what's been happening during the I cannot find enough word, that tragic, horrendous disaster administration during previous 4 years. Just a few days ago, I went to the VA clinic and the VA office trying to find out. Oh, first I should mention, a few years ago, I qualified for veterans pension, which it was over. I was approved for just, my pension was just over $1,000. Anyway, after I had to apply for Social Security at 62, because at $1,000 it's not enough money to pay for the rent. So I got around $900 for Social Security. The rent in this state, I mean the average low rent in this state is around, just for a regular apartment, small apartment in a low-class neighborhood in this state, is the average is $1,500. And So just over $1,000 for my pension and around $900 for the Social Security. That gave me enough money to pay for the rent, and I had around $400 to buy food. That's okay. I mean, I'm not a greedy person. I always live a simple life. But what happened to me and many of my sisters and brothers in uniform during the 4 tragic years of previous administration, they took away most of my pension. I tried to find out for about 3 months now who would dare to take my pension, just barely enough to pay rent and buy food. Who would dare to do that? Anyway, I must have called like 40 or 50 different phone numbers on the VA, the different VA offices and whatever, and everybody gave me the runaround, either when I call or when I go in person, or when I call, they put me on hold or hang up, or I mean, the disrespect is beyond belief. So nobody wanted to tell me who is this person responsible for taking away my pension. Now I am forced to, I'm forced to go houseless on the street, and I have to move out next month because that's it. I used up whatever savings I had to pay rent and buy food. And so I went online and looked up to see who was responsible for this horrendous crime of forcing me and many other veterans out on the streets. That's what's been happening. That's why there's so many honest, working American citizens, millions on the streets right now. The government, I mean, the previous administration, they try to hide that and give priority to the illegal criminals. So hopefully this message gets passed on to the Trump administration so we can fix, I mean, the awful tragedy that's going on. So I found out the person responsible for the VA, United States VA, some guy named Dennis McDonough, nominated by the criminal gangs of the previous administration. Here's the information right here. So I'm holding this Dennis guy responsible for horrendous crimes against veterans. And the Trump administration need to investigate this guy, Dennis, and all his accomplices and perpetrators, forcing veterans and senior citizens out on the street. It's not incompetence, this is intentional. But they try to do it in a way, some sort of legal scam. And that's why there's so many, I mean, nobody can imagine the pain and suffering that veterans go through on the streets. That's why so many, I mean, it's so great that's why so many veterans decide to, you know, end their lives, because that is more humane than being in pain and suffering every night and day. Oh, here's another good one while I'm thinking about it. I have all kinds of health problems, including my teeth. So I try to call the VA to see if I can find a dentist, because if anybody had a toothache before, it's unbearable. So since I cannot take drugs because I do not want to make my liver worse, I do not want to make my kidneys worse. So I've been taking salt water, rinsing my mouth with hydrogen peroxide for 3 months. Every night and day, I have to wake up like every hour to rinse my mouth to ease the pain, because people in the Veterans Administration say I do not qualify to see a dentist. I mean, can you believe that? I'm sure this dentist guy that was in charge of the VA, I'm sure none of his family is out on the streets. I'm sure he gets all the dental service. I'm pretty sure he got really pearly, nice white teeth, right? Without any pain or nothing, because they get to see a dentist or a doctor anytime they want. Those people should be prosecuted or fired, and then for justice, the right thing to do would be to give Dennis a pension to the families of the veterans that he caused so much pain and suffering to. And anyway, I know I'm not a good speaker, but I'm trying to denounce the horrendous crimes and the lack of respect, especially against me, and I've seen it against my sisters and brothers in uniform. By the way, I'm almost 70 years of age now, and all my sisters and brothers in uniform, they all pass away tragically. Again, I don't have too much time to. I'm not a professional speaker or anything like that. I just want to get this message out there to all honest humans, and to honor all the honest, wonderful veterans that pass away tragically in the United States. That's if I would like to ask all honest humans watching this video to please, I'm guessing if you give enough likes and share this video, and maybe subscribe, this message could eventually reach the Trump administration, so we can stop the horrendous crimes still going on against veterans and senior citizens. And that is all I can think of for now. I guess I would have to write down the main points. I've been trying to speak from memory, but I guess if I make another video, I'll try to write down the main points. And so thank you so much for listening, and let's make United States great again, because that's how we can eventually we can make this whole world a better place for everybody. But first, we need to fix our home. United States is our home. And charity begins at home. Just like in the places where we live, in the apartments of our houses, we have to protect our houses. The problems at the problems at the border, the crisis at the border, is just it's part of our home. United States is our home. We need to protect our home, our health, our well-being. So that is all I can think of for now. And let's do it for the next generation. We have a responsibility to help the next generation, because other people help us in the past also to make it this far. So I'll try to make another video soon to be because this is probably not clear enough. So anyway, I hope this really hoping this message is received by the Trump administration soon, because veterans are dying. I mean, like flies on the streets. It's so sad. Oh, and did you notice? Most of you notice that the illegal criminals walking in freely into this country, they receive free housing, free food, free medical, and everything. And you believe a veteran like me with no criminal record, I have to move out next month, and I'm almost 70 years of age. I mean, can you believe that is happening in the United States? Damn. I never thought in a million years I would be sitting here making this video. So help any way you can. I'm not a technology guy, so any help is highly appreciated. Thank you.